Yay, here we are again. Colin Woolway here with another Rhythm Magazine drum lesson. I'm supplying you with the entry level to this lesson, and today it is Latin, and I don't mean Amamus, Amatus and all that. I mean the Latin grooves, the Latin rhythms, South American, Cuban, Brazilian, all that kind of stuff. Now, the thing that you need to know before you go any further is that there is a rhythm called clave, which is spelled C-L-A-V-E, and is played on two bits of wood, roughly big cigar-shaped bits of wood. And for that, I'm going to substitute a pair of drumsticks. So this rhythm we know as clave S-O-N, son, and there are two versions of it. There's a 3-2 and a 2-3. Simple as that. So son clave 3-2 sounds like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, when you see that written down, you'll most likely see it written in a 2-bar phrase with the time going like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 3 in one bar and 2 in the other bar. I'm going to represent the sound of the clave on the snare drum played like this. So if I tap the quarter note time on the hi-hat, I'll play the 3-2 clave on the snare, like that. It's written in the magazine. It's a 1 and an and of 2 and a 4, and then the 2 and the 3 of the next bar, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is a 3-2 son S-O-N. Now the other variation, of course, is literally to just turn it the other way around. So it's 2-3. So you don't play beat 1 of the first bar. So this is 2-3. Let me just count you in there because I was aware that I didn't actually count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's your entry level. That's one of the things you must know before you get started with the rest. The 3-2 and the 2-3 variation of the son clave. Right, let's move on. So what I'm going to show you is most people call a mambo, M-A-M-B-O, which is the rhythm that I'm playing on the hi-hat, and I'm going to show you a 3-2 variation of a mambo. Now, the rhythm that's played with the right hand is known as Cascara, and it's traditionally played on the shell of a timbale drum while playing the 3-2 with the left hand on a wood block, or someone else is playing the clave, playing the 3-2 on the clave. So we're going to put the whole thing together, and it's written in the magazine, but I'm going to literally show it to you. It's going to sound like this. Right, I'm going to teach this to you in 3 parts. This is the first part. Okay? Both, right, both. You then play a paradiddle. So if I put that together, I've got, again, the last note of that paradiddle is the first note of the second bar. Then you get a both right. So I've got, okay? Then there's one note at the end, which leads you back to the beginning. Now I'm back where I started, okay? It's very important that you get that coordination together so that the next thing you do is you start to make friends with the Cascara while the clave just keeps going. So you need to know how this rhythm goes. Okay, 3-2, clave, Cascara. If I was teaching that to someone, I would definitely call that a mambo. Okay, there you go. Right, for our third example, this is probably the commonest Latin beat you'll ever get asked to use. And the reason I didn't do it first is because you need to know what the 3-2 is to understand the rhythm I'm going to show you now, which is Bossa Nova. The Bossa Nova is the one you must know. If you do no other Latin rhythms, you must know a Bossa Nova. The variation is that it's a 3-2 with the last note pushed sideways, so it's one note late. So if I play 8 notes on the hi-hat, and I'll play 3-2 with my left hand, the Bossa Nova is where the last note of the 2 is played later. So what I'll do is I'll do a 3-2 and then I'll play Bossa Nova and you'll hear the difference. Listen for the last note being played late. So that's a Bossa Nova rhythm. If you get that together and you get that sounding nice, then move on to the little practice challenge that I've got, which I do not advise you to do until you've got example 3 exactly right. Right, your Latin practice challenge, if you've never done this before, you're going to find this tricky, but it's worth it, so persevere. I'm going to add a bass drum to the Bossa Nova. The bass drum is very simple. It's a repetitive figure that goes like this. And that's it. So you play one bass drum note and then you double it up after that. So if you have got your Bossa Nova from the previous example together, you should be able to add the bass drum underneath like this. There you go. Now, I don't have time to teach you how to do that coordinatively, but that's what it is. Maybe go and find a local teacher if you have trouble doing that. But there you go. Now, the Bossa Nova is the really important one. So there you go. That's your introduction to Latin rhythms on the drum set. See you next time.